What's up, everybody? Tyler Kenyon here with California Bass and Guide Service. Today we are out on Lake Berryessa, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a little lake report and fishing report again this week. So as far as the lake goes, the water is definitely clearing up. It's not cooling down much. This morning launched out of Markley and the water temperature was 73 degrees at around 7 in the morning, and right now it's warmed up to about 75 around the lake. The water clarity, it is getting a little bit cleaner. I've seen water clarity everywhere from 6 feet to about 12 feet. I ran around mostly on the north end of the lake today, so I was just fishing a lot of shallow water and just big flats, trying to catch those fish chasing bait. The weekend's boat traffic still is pretty heavy, so if you're looking to come out here on Saturday, I'm not sure about this weekend because it is supposed to cool off a little bit, but last weekend it was horrible. I mean, you really couldn't, it wasn't very enjoyable after about 10 o'clock. So if you do plan on coming out here this weekend or next weekend, do expect a lot of traffic still. Also, if you are coming out this Saturday, I know that the BBT is having their Tournament of Champions out here. That's going to be a 2-day event. I know they usually run a lot of boats. I think 150 to 200 boats for that event. So it's going to be pretty crowded out here this weekend with anglers and ski boats and everything. So like I said, if you do want to come out, come early, get off the water early to avoid the ski boats, or maybe plan your trip for Sunday. As far as the fishing goes, it's definitely starting to pick up a little bit. The fish are slowly getting into their fall feed mode. I caught most of my fish shallow in 1 to 6 feet of water, but the shallow fish were all a lot smaller. I didn't really catch any real sizable fish shallow. Caught some decent ones, 2.5 pounders. But my most consistent bite was just off of those flats in about 20 feet of water. Just fish up underneath bait balls, chasing them. They were blowing up on top water. You could catch them down low on a drop shot. If you do have live sonar, it makes it a lot easier to find those bait balls. You can just kind of roam around on the outside of those flats, find the bait balls, and pitch right to those fish underneath them. Not to say you can't do it if you don't have the live sonar. It's just gonna be a little more of kind of a guessing game. Just get out there. You'll see the bait popping in the morning. You'll see the fish jumping, so you know the general area they're in. And you can get out there and you can fan cast, drag around a drop shot. You could throw a walking bait around and you'll get bit on that. I got bit on a jerk bait out there. I got bit on a deep crank. The key player for shallow, we'll go through some baits here. So for the top water, I was throwing this River to Sea Rover 98 in a silver with a black back pattern, just a little shad pattern. They are keying in on that smaller bait, so I think downsizing the walking baits is helping to produce a few more bites. And then on the drop shot, I was throwing a 1/4 ounce drop shot weight. A little tangled here. There we go. Alright, I was throwing a 1/4 ounce drop shot weight with about a 1 foot leader. And I was throwing that little jackall crosstail shad. Any small shad imitation drop shot bait will work. I also caught them earlier in the week pretty good on a Morning Dawn 6-inch roboworm. So anything kind of that clear water bait fish colors should be doing good right now. And then the deep crank, I did catch a couple decent ones on that. I was throwing that River to Sea, I believe it's called the Tactical DD, in a Clearwater minnow color. So got a few good bites on that. They weren't eating that very good. The bites were few and far between. I really didn't get anything going on the football jig. And then a shaky head. I did catch a couple on a shaky head out there underneath those bait balls, pitching it around like I said before. As far as the shallow bite goes, it was pretty much just two key baits for me, and that first one is a Lucky Craft Pointer 110 suspending jerkbait in that sexy shad color. And I caught quite a few fish on that, and I did actually catch about a 3.5 pound smallmouth on there, so that was a good little bonus. And then most of my fish up shallow came on that Megabass Karashi. Now I'm not 100% sure what this color is called, but it's just a white color with a little copper head on it. And the thing with the Karashi is you are gonna weed through a bunch of little fish. Just it's such a small bait they can get. And so I caught probably 20 to 30 fish that were 8 to 12 inches long, but I did get a couple really good bites on that, and I did land a couple around 2.5, 3 pounds. It is hard when you're fishing up in that grass with that little bait, light line, to land a lot of those fish. They take you in the grass, so it's kind of the risky take, but you are getting bit on it. So yeah, pretty much a recap. If you are looking to come out, I should start getting better. I think we're going to be getting into that fall feed. Those bigger fish are going to start moving up shallow. The weather is supposed to cool down quite a bit over the next 2 weeks. Right now we're still floating around the high 90s, even a couple days breaking 100. But next week it's supposed to get down into I think the mid to low 80s, maybe even some 70-degree days next week. So that should bring that water temperature down. It's going to cool off at night, and it's going to get those big fish in a feeding mood. So if you guys are looking to get out, I'll be running trips out here on Berryessa as well as Clear Lake. The bite is pretty good up there right now too. You can look me up on my social media at California Bass and Guide Service. You can email me at tylerkenyonfishing@gmail.com. Call me or text me at 707-334-4775. And I will also have my website and all that contact information down below if you want to get a hold of me and get something booked out. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and leave a comment below if you want me to start doing something different. If you want to start seeing more fishing videos, you want to see some instructional videos, if you like the reports, just let me know. And I'll see you guys next time.